something, nothing, or
everything.
Thank you, friends. The Blazers on a 3-game winning streak and are getting a big boost from Carmelo Anthony. Melo averaging over 22 a game, shooting 57% from the field during that span, and even, drum roll, just earned Western Conference Player of the Week honors, just announced during this show. Anybody who could have seen that coming should go to Las Vegas. Chiney, well, no, I mean, would you, if somebody said to you, place a bet on whether in the week of December 2nd.
His return.
No, not his return. If someone just said to you a mere month ago today, in December 1st, Carmelo Anthony will be Western Conference Player of the Week, how much money would you feel confident putting down on that?
Shoot, $10.
That's that, and there's something, nothing, or everything. That would have been
that's an everything.
Nothing.
Yeah,
but
nothing.
About the recent offense Melo has produced, that is a larger question. Is that something, nothing, or everything?
I think this is everything. Because there were so many, like I put out that Melo's going to be fine in the league, and a lot of haters came at me on social media, and a lot of those haters were Trailblazers fans because you're like, you don't want us to be great. Well, y'all needed this offensive boost. The Blazers, any of their players that had scored more than 20 points in a game, Dame's done it over 12 times, CJ's done it 8 times. The rest of the team combined hasn't even done it more than 8. They've done it 7 times. They needed someone that can give them 20-point games. Rodney Hood has been a little dinged up over the course of this season. Zach Collins being out has really hurt them. They needed an offensive score, and Melo, we saw this in his last run. He gave you 13 points in about like 20-something minutes. He's a bucket. It was just the stigma of Melo and just what he brings to the table. Is he willing to take a role and accept a role? And he came on our program on ESPN and said, yes, I am.
Yep. And
he found a spot that works for him. So I'm very happy for Melo.
So you say something?
I say this is everything. Everything.
I think it's something. They needed a decongestant, especially outside of the guard. No, that offense was. I mean, do you watch that offense?
Was it plugged up?
Yeah, it was plugged up. It needed some, and especially at the forward position.
Right.
You know, they lost so many of their 3-4 guys.
Here.
No, that's a different. That's something else.
That's the lower half of the body. He's talking about the upper half of the body.
Decongestant.
Keep going, Kev.
No, they didn't need a laxative.
Kev, keep
they
making
needed
your
a
point.
decongestant. They needed
Monday,
something, especially in the front court. They didn't have these 3s and 4s. Look, I mean, is it a long-term solution? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But it's certainly a short-term solution for a team that, by the way, as of this morning, 1 game out of the playoffs. After all that, 1 game out of the playoffs, haven't played their best basketball. CJ still kind of coming into it this season. It's something between something and everything. Most things.
You, who's hedging, that is
always
between something and everything.
Life is gray.
I will say 2 things. First of all, I saw a wave on social media after they announced that Carmelo. Who votes on this? Who says this? I think so-and-so was better. Harden had a great week. Luke had a great week. LeBron. It is an internal NBA committee that decides this. So it is not the media. It is not other players. It is the NBA league office. And I would also say this. We don't know what's going to happen with Carmelo Anthony going forward. He could drop off. The defensive liability could come into more sharp focus. Maybe we get to the playoffs and they're not really using him as much in the rotation, much less starting him. That doesn't have bearing what happens from here on what is happening today. It doesn't take away the fact that after a year out of the NBA, when people were saying the stuff that people said about him, he was able to keep himself in the physical and, frankly, more important, mental shape to be able to walk back into the league and within 2 weeks win a Player of the Week honors from the NBA office. So whatever happens from here, even if it doesn't go well from here on out, this is something that I think is pretty remarkable and is worth commenting on. I actually just spent a few days up in Portland. We will be talking to Carmelo himself tomorrow, so we will have that. And again, the insight I got from him about his mental process during that time, I think we're underplaying it a little bit, and I will be interested for you guys to see the interview when we air that on tomorrow's show. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.